Oh, hello. Come in, please. Get warm. It's a chilly Christmas Eve out there. How does the old song go? There's no better time for scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. And I think I've got quite a story for you tonight from right here in my book. It's called Although in these days of brightly colored lights strung up on every house and tree, it can be hard to remember, but Christmas comes at the darkest, coldest time of the year. And so, in the years before electric light and central heat, winter solstice was a time of danger and fear. It was believed that evil creatures came out to frolic during the 12 days of Christmas, resentful of the celebration of the Christ child's birth. Witches and fairies would make trouble for the innocent people, wanting only to enjoy the compliments of the season. But the creature most associated with Christmas time was the werewolf. Historian Olaus Magnus wrote, "On the feast of the Nativity of Christ, at night, such a multitude of wolves transformed from men, then spread to rage with wondrous ferocity among the human beings and those animals which are not wild, that the natives of northern Europe suffer most detriment from these, more so than they do from the true natural wolves." But perhaps the worst thing about this long-standing belief is that babies born during the 12 days of Christmas are cursed to become werewolves for their audacity at trying to overshadow the birthday of the Christ child. And so, our story opens on just such a werewolf, carrying his intended meal back to his lair. But as the beast prepares to attack the hapless child, his onset is interrupted by the sound of sleigh bells. A familiar figure enters the cave. "Oh, ho, ho, ho," he laughs. "I'm here looking for a child. He wasn't in his bed, and I need to deliver his gifts." The werewolf lunges at the unexpected visitor. But what he doesn't expect is that Santa has in his pack the key blessed by St. Hubert, whose name and power are invoked against werewolves. The wolf is powerless against it. "Don't be afraid," says Santa to the child. "I've come to deliver your Christmas present. Reach inside the bag and you will find exactly what you most wanted." "This isn't what I wanted," shouts the child. "This doesn't even fit." Now, what most scary movies won't tell you these days is that if you throw a piece of cloth at a werewolf that belonged to him in his human form, he will shed his beastly form, cured of being a werewolf, never to return to it. And as it happens, this particular Christmas sweater belonged to that particular werewolf. "My sweater," says the former werewolf, "and just in time. I'm suddenly much colder than I was a minute ago." The child turns upon hearing the unexpected voice behind him, and he sees a face he didn't expect. "Daddy!" shouts the child. For you see, another forgotten aspect of werewolf lore is that the werewolf is cursed to kill the one they love the most. And who this man loved the most was his son. "Santa, you were right," says the child. "This is just what I wanted for Christmas. I wanted my daddy to come back. How did you know?" "Ho, ho, ho," says Santa. "I have my ways, and everyone gets a gift on Christmas." "A gift?" says the man. "You've given me two priceless gifts tonight. You saved my child's life, and you cured me of my terrible curse. What have I done to deserve such wonderful gifts?" "'Tis the season," says Santa, "and giving gifts is what I do. You two get home safe now. Merry Christmas. And happy birthday." And that's the story of a child reunited with his father on Christmas, of light brought to darkness. Now, I hope your Christmas is full of warm Christmas sweaters and hugs and free of werewolves. It's getting late, and Santa will be coming soon, so you'd best hurry along, you little scamps. As for me, It's nog time. Merry Christmas.